jumping in. Hey guys, if you hadn't have a chance, get your butt over, click on the link, and win some of these.
What are these, Kevin?
They are the Street by 50. SMS Audio was kind enough to give us a pair to give away for our September giveaway. We are teamed up with Blaze.
But what are they? You haven't told them what they are yet. What is SMS?
Earbuds.
Thank you.
Yes.
You plug them into your iPhone, your iPad, your Android-like device, anything that plays music, and guess what? Bam! Yeah, that right there, that, sirs and gentlemen and ladies, that's a little volume control. And a little double click, you go forward. Triple click, you go back.
And
it's got a nice flat cord that'll fit conveniently under your shirt in your
crystal
pocket.
clear sound.
By the way,
ergonomically designed.
These bitches don't get tangled.
Nope. Apple control mic with volume control.
Oh, and just in case you're worried about them getting tangled, you have a nice, sexy carrying case.
There you go.
And for you big-eared people, they have different cones you can put on to
6 of them to be exact,
to
George.
accommodate your big-ass ears.
And an owner's manual and a product manual.
Now, if you like me, wonder how stupid do you have to be to have an instruction manual on how to put earphones in? But just in case, they're in there for you too.
That's a lot of stuff. And we're giving it away free.
Yeah, well,
September
not free.
giveaway.
All you need to do is go to Blaze, our link right here, and then share it. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on...
Did I say they had gold-plated connectors too?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't like gold? Anyway, go do that. Try to win yourself some headphones. See who wins. Because, last month we would love to do the funniest thing, but, Blaze and us have teamed up, and we're giving these away to the top fan.
Yeah.
And don't worry, because if you're not the top, you still got a shot at winning iTunes gift cards at the other 2 levels.
That's right.
10 and 50, or is it 10 and 25?
25 and 10.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now, on to something that's near and dear to Kevin and I's heart, and I want to say this at the beginning.
College fucking football.
Ramon, fuck you, dude.
What did he say?
It's too much football. I'm doing it like football never ended. What fucking planet have you lived on? If there's too much of anything, it's the shit we talked about before this.
MMA never ends. It's year-round.
Jesus. There's an MMA event 3 times a month.
Come on, real sports fans.
Ramon.
It's time for some college football.
Can anyone please come help? Go over to our Facebook thing. And look, I'm not begging. I'm asking.
Yes.
Because, I mean, if you do, great. If you don't, I don't give a shit. Can we talk about something else? And by something else, you'll see what I mean when you get there. Can we talk about anything else?
We're going to go out and see who the real sports fans are. Because we know MMA fans, people who just found MMA and that's all they do is MMA. We want to see the real, it's not this Uncut MMA show. It's the Uncut Sports Show. So we want to see who can start raising topics about other sports.
Like baseball playoffs are coming up. The Yankees are backsliding.
College football, pro football.
I mean, the Orioles are trying to get to first place. The Yankees are dropping. I mean, hell, talk about bad. Shut up. We're talking fucking basketball.
And who's the best team in the country in baseball right now?
Cincinnati Reds.
No, we just bumped up over Cincinnati.
Just passed them. Who's we?
You, not me. Did I say that?
You said we.
Did I say we? Did I accidentally slip that out?
Dodgers.
No, Nationals. National Sun?
Oh, the team that
come get some.
Yeah, the team that wants to shut down their ace pitcher and think they're going to. Oh, we'll just be here next year.
Yeah, that's going to really cornhole me too.
Yeah,
that's going to kill me on the bet.
Well, do me a favor. Ask Cal Ripken how many times you get there, and while you're at it, when you're done talking to him, go talk to Dan Marino about how many times you get there. Yeah. Oh, and Bobby Miller, if you're watching, I didn't see any text messages about Pitt University this weekend. Not a good.
Wow.
No, not a good. No.
Yeah. So anyway. Talking about and moving on to college football.
South Carolina looked like straight shit.
Yeah, they squeaked that shit out.
For the number 9 team in the country?
The Gamecocks. They looked like they were serving up some cocks. Because I'll tell you what, man. They're the number 9 team in the country, and they squeaked that shit out last Thursday night against Vanderbilt. Now, this I'm going to introduce because George is actually so excited he's popped a heart on. He might tip over my dining room table. But we have said it for years, and Michigan State, the Spartans,
finally did something.
Pissed.
Basically what Kevin's getting at is Michigan State's got a tailback that's 245 pounds that should be called Twinkle Toes because that Bama was lighting Boise State up. And unfortunately, Boise State lost. But fortunately for me, that means I don't have to hear Boise State say shit for the rest of the year because I don't care who you beat. You ain't in it to win it, pimpin'. No. Go home, see you bye, kick rocks, you're done. There's no BCS. You shouldn't even get in a bowl game. And on top of that, go to the Big 12 and stop being a bunch of bitches hiding in the Mountain West or whatever.
I don't know why they don't go to the Big 12.
And because they're fucking scared.
Yeah, the thing is, George and I was like, can you believe it? I said, they have to play somebody tough on their schedule, and bam, they take the L at the beginning of the year. And then George goes, well, Kevin, remember they did beat beat Georgia last year
at a neutral site, but which it actually wasn't. They played at the Georgia Dome and still pulled it off.
So it was probably, but it was impressive. But Georgia was not.
Did you by chance see Boise State's quarterback was just this highly touted? Oh, he's won so many games. He's so good. You know where he was during the Boise State game? On the motherfucking sideline, because he didn't even get drafted. Because let's face it, the running back for Boise State got drafted, and I wish him the best of luck. But how many Boise State players are in the NFL?
Who was Boise State's quarterback last year?
Kellen, I don't know.
Who did Brandon Whedon play for?
Oklahoma State.
That's right. Brandon Whedon played for Oklahoma State.
So anyway, I think this should be the last time we ever have to talk about Boise State. I don't think there'll be a reason to talk about them for the rest of the year.
Now, let's talk about
the team that's going to win the whole damn thing.
Yeah, probably pretty much already happening. I mean, Bama looked ridiculous. They just fucking cornholed Michigan.
They are big and fast and strong.
Athletic.
Yes.
I mean,
it's a wrap.
They were so impressive in beating Michigan. They were like, fuck USC, you're no longer number one in the poll. Sorry about that. We'll catch you later on the season.
Mr. Barkley, we want to say good luck from number 2 because you're no longer number 1.
Yeah, you always have the Heisman Trophy, so don't sleep on that.
Yeah,
all right,
good luck, guy.
Anyway,
national title's not going to be yours.
Yeah. Now, Bama just looked impressive. I mean,
yeah. Wow. And you know what? Good for Bama and Michigan both. I mean, that's great because normally, who's the Oklahoma State? Wasn't it Oklahoma State that played Savannah State? Beat them 84-0?
Well, that's what I was going to get to. First of all, Savannah State, I don't even know.
They did it straight for the cash.
They did it straight for the cash. I mean, they put them on their schedule on another.
And Florida State.
And Florida State.
It's going to net them $864,000. Another athletic director said, you fucked up.
Yeah.
He said each one of those games should have netted you over $1 million.
Over $1 million, right.
So
and the bottom line is Savannah State has won, what? Had 7 wins over the last, fucking 8. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, they're not even a D1 school.
They're not a D1 school, but
that's embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes
that's not fair for those kids.
Yeah, I mean, but you see the Appalachian states and some of these other schools that are not D1 schools, but at least they have decent programs. They stand a chance, or they can at least not be down 49 to nothing at halftime when they're playing the 5th string. Because that's honestly.
And did you see what the head coach of Savannah State said? He said it easily could have been triple digits.
Oh yeah,
easily.
It was 84-0, and they were playing like basically my son was out there, fucking Jesse was out there, fucking
Now that leads us to USC. USC opened up with that powerhouse Hawaii, who's put out great NFL products like
Colt Brennan. That ball can throw. Yeah, he was still running the range.
He'd be 35 for one. So, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Anyway.
He'd be like unnecessary roughness.
And Oklahoma and LSU, your boys they did exactly what they were supposed to do. I mean, I don't think it wasn't anything spectacular, it wasn't anything bad.
There was no big upsets in the top 25, was there?
This is, to me, and this is funny, this is the only thing that I think, it was 2 things. That Arkansas struggled at first. And I thought, damn, they might be in shit out of luck because Bobby Petrino's gone. And then they pulled it together. And WVU looked really good. But Clemson.
WVU's got it tough.
Yeah.
They're in the Big 12 this year.
Yeah.
This will be the first time they ever play Oklahoma. That's going to be fun. But WVU looks like they can put up some points.
They can put up some points. Now, this, by a lot of people, called this even an upset. Even though Clemson was ranked, and Auburn wasn't. They beat Auburn, which you think a ranked team. But a lot of people, I think most people thought that Auburn would beat Clemson. And
didn't happen, Captain.
It didn't happen, Captain. So Clemson looked pretty good, and I was actually happy because I'm so sick of seeing the SEC win, and it's going to happen again.
Tell me you've seen the Ohio State T-shirts.
No.
It doesn't say anything about Ohio State on it. It just says, I'd rather shower at Penn State than something to do with Michigan. Because, that's a huge rivalry between Ohio State and Michigan. Uh-huh. Yeah, it says, I'd rather shower at Penn State, and then it says something else about the Wolverines on the back.
Oh, they let them print that shit? Oh, my God.
I don't think it's endorsed by Nike or anyone.
Yeah,
it's not like it says, shower at Penn State, just do it.
Now, Nebraska. Is that real? No, you lying. Is that a real T-shirt, George? I thought for sure it was real. Come on, George. Are you serious? Okay. I was like going, what the fuck is Witchmajig doing?
You know what's funny about this next line? I think last year somebody put a bug in our ear how Taylor Martinez was leaving.
Yeah.
I don't think he left.
He didn't, and in his whole thing in the offseason, Taylor Martinez is quarterback for Nebraska. They said that they were going to work on his mechanics, his ability to throw the ball.
Is he got a bad joint or something? His mechanics?
Like, well, they said, you know, his
engine
mechanics
slipping?
and his
Oh,
you know, his throwing mechanics, man. Come on, stop fucking with me today. But they did. They worked on the offseason on that, and he put up the best numbers he ever put up in his career. And it was against Southern Miss.
Pass for like who?
Southern Miss. It wasn't Ole Miss. It was Southern Miss. So it's nothing
Miss
to get
wouldn't have been
super
much better.
excited. But yeah,
what did he throw for 80 yards?
No, he threw for 350 yards and 5 TDs.
Damn.
Yeah. So he was on fire, and now he's all of a sudden, obviously, he's going to be in the talk for the Heisman. And Nebraska right now they have Michigan State and Nebraska sitting at 1 in the Big Ten. Those are right now the best teams in the Big Ten.
Oh, that's right. Nebraska's in the Big Ten.
In the Big Ten now. So
you guys can't sleep on Michigan. I mean, Michigan did something that no other school did. Is they went out and put. I understand that, but at least they took a chance in the first week. They put their team on the map, whether for better or worse. Speaking of that, what do you think of Robinson?
Let me tell you something. That Michigan was like
they could still win the Big Ten. You do understand that, right?
What you're saying right now is like Chelsea and shit. You know, they put their team on the map. You know, was that a defining loss? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because it did not look like it to me. Because they got stomped.
I see what you're saying there, but in college football it's different because you got to recruit. And the reason I say that is because when you have a team like Michigan who says, "Look, I'm not afraid to go up against a team on national TV week 1 and
lose."
Hey, Tyrone Biggums, you want to play on this team? Guess what? You have a shot to play not only on this team but on the national spotlight, and you're going to be the difference next time we go up against that school.
Except you're going to get negative 4 yards.
I'm just saying. To me, in college football, it's different than. But I also understand your point. In college football, one loss. Now Michigan is they're out of the national title hunt.
Well.
They're out of the national title hunt. There's no playoff. Next year, this might not hurt them. But I'm going to tell you what, they still have a shot at winning the Big Ten.
Yeah, they still have a shot at
get
Big
them
Ten.
out of that.
And if they played them, if they didn't get routed, you know what I mean? But they got owned. They
got destroyed. In the first half, it looked like a varsity high school team versus a middle school team.
Say they run the table, and then Bama runs the table. And it comes down to the end of the year.
Not going to happen. You'll have 2 SEC schools play each other.
Right.
They would rather have the same thing we had last year.
Right.
Undefeated SEC team versus a one-loss SEC team. But now think about this. In that playoff system, so Michigan opens up, they lose, they get destroyed.
Right.
But what if they go out the rest of the year, knock everyone off, and win the Big Ten? In that playoff system, that's got to put them in the top 4, right?
It does put them in the top 4. Yeah.
So I mean, Michigan could still finish the season.
With the playoffs.
It's going to be fucked up.
Yep. It's going to be 16 months away.
It's going to be a lot of arguing.
Yeah. Now, did you see the game last night?
Which game?
Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech's nasty as shit.
Yeah, they were, man.
And I'm going to tell you what, for a team that has such a shallow defense, they didn't play like it. They pinned their ears back and got in.
Al Groh's got those boys fucking playing.
And Virginia Tech does not have a quarterback.
No.
They have an athlete. He's a phenomenal athlete. He is not a quarterback.
I mean, if you guys didn't catch that game last night, I mean, it kind of was slowly back and forth. Not a lot of points were scored, but it was a fucking nail biter.
Look, we don't have the schedules in front of us, but if Virginia Tech plays Florida State, I will take Florida State and give a touchdown.
Oh yeah, Florida State went off last night.
Pummel Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech has nothing no quarterback play, and that's huge, especially at a school like Virginia Tech. And it just shows you the difference between a school like Virginia Tech and a school like USC.
Yeah.
Where at USC, if Barkley has a bad day, guess what? They're still gonna win, and they can still win by 21.
They just have so much depth. I mean, and now that you got Kiffin over there, I mean, I'm. You know what's funny? I am really pulling for USC. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna say it right now. I want to see, because I think that's the only chance you have.
I would love to see USC play Bama.
And
look, I'm an LSU fan.
Yeah.
I would love to see USC have to play. Look, if in a perfect world, I would love to see in our 4-team playoff.
Yep.
Your opening round, USC versus Bama, and then they end up playing LSU for the championship.
Yeah. I would love to see that.
They would be so beat up after playing Alabama.
Yeah. I want to see how LSU ends up doing this year, though, because they got a lot of people coming back.
Did you see what their 2 tailbacks did?
Yeah.
They ran for a combined 319 yards.
Yeah.
Do you know what they couldn't do last year? Run.
Yeah.
They didn't have much of a quarterback either.
Yeah.
But
so it'll be a very interesting college football season.
College football is here. NFL football starts in 48 hours.
We got some
24. Today's Tuesday.
Yeah. It starts in 24 hours.
Dallas and the Cowgirls.
Yeah. Cowgirls, you notice that. Don't get it twisted, because that's the real name. And on that note, after you guys click on the Blaze link, we're out of here.
Yeah, you might as well. If you watched all this, you might as well go share the Blaze link.
Double deuces.